Welcome to Geek Philosophy, where we love geeky wisdom. If you're new to the channel, I'm Brian, and today we're going to be talking about something genuinely positive coming out of Wizards of the Coast and Dungeons & Dragons. Now, earlier on this channel, I covered the OGL scandal, when Wizards faced a bunch of backlash for trying to impose new restrictions on third-party creators, and that broke a lot of trust with people, and it's really been an uphill battle trying to get that back. So today, I have something genuinely positive to report. Wizards of the Coast has officially released the System Reference Document, version 5.2. That's 2024 D&D, just put out last year, and it's now under a Creative Commons license. While I was in the middle of writing the script, I noticed that Dungeon Dudes also released a video covering this entire topic, and I'm a big fan of theirs, and they did a fantastic job laying out all of this in even more detail and context. So if you want to get into a deeper dive, then you should really go check out their video. I highly recommend it. Now, to give the full picture, shortly after the OGL scandal back in 2023, they did release 5.1 under the Creative Commons. That was the 2014 version of D&D, and it was a major step at the time, but there were still questions about whether they would have that commitment as new versions of the game came out. And with the release of this new document, they've answered that question. They have delivered, at least on that promise. What it means for you is now all of these rules are released under a Creative Commons 4.0. It means they can't change the terms of the license. They can't take it back. It's out there. Once something is released under the Creative Commons, it's there forever. So that means everything released in this SRD, the system resource document, so the classes, the spells, the equipment, the monsters, the mechanics of the game, can be used by anyone who wants to create their own stuff, as long as they attribute the Creative Commons license. That doesn't mean that you can use all of their IP. You can't use their branded names and some of the spells that are very specific to their version of the game, but it means that you're freely available to adapt it and build on it, and that's a huge deal. It means that indie creators have a reliable foundation to work from. And they can design supplements, they can build their own settings, or completely build their own systems based on these mechanics. And because the SRD is released under this Creative Commons, creators don't have to worry about Wizards pulling a license later on and changing the terms for things or introducing new restrictions that could suddenly jeopardize their own work. Their creations, including any settings that they make or adventures that they write, are built on top of the SRD. They're protected, so they can confidently publish and grow their own intellectual property without fears that the foundation of the game mechanics that they're working on will be taken away. And this is something that I don't think a lot of people always think about, but this is also good for players. Not only because you can have a variety of things that you can go purchase from different creators and play with, but also, if you're on a budget, you can get this download for free. Just go grab the PDF. You won't get the artwork or the D&D specific intellectual property, but you can play the full game with the SRD and a set of dice. And I know what some of you might be thinking, well, D&D Beyond offers free access and you can play with the basic rules. And that's true, but it's still tied to their ecosystem. A lot of players end up buying extra content over time anyway, which is fine. You can totally do that. But with this SRD, you have a copy of the rules for yourself for free, no strings attached, and you can use it to make your own stuff or in your own home setting. So yeah, really good. Despite all the other things that may have happened that weren't so great from Wizards of the Coast, I like that they did this. They followed through with what they said they were going to do. Now, are you excited to see more third-party content? Are you wanting to see what other people make based on these 2024 rules? Are you planning to create something for yourself? Let me know in the comments below. Now, this time I thought I would leave you with a quote from Maya Angelou instead of the normal geeky wisdom that I come up with. Couldn't be said better than this. You can't use up creativity. The more you use, the more you have. Cheers.